Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, it's Frugal Reactions here, back with another video, and today, it's a sad day for PWHL Toronto.
Another Toronto team has made another first round exit. Except in the PWHL, it's conference final. So.
But you get to select your team. So they selected Minnesota
and they blew it. So starting off with Game 4, they had a 2-0 series lead. They lost Game 3, so now it's a 2-1 series lead. And they're looking to win this, but
they don't. First period, no score. Second period, no score. Third period, no score. Then they go into overtime. First overtime, no score.
Nope. And second overtime, Minnesota takes it home. Claire Budorak, Liz Shepard, and Sophie Jacques picking up assists. And that's the game. 1-0 PWHL Minnesota. Toronto got 19 shots on goal, and the Minnesota got 29 shots on goal.
That Toronto team is 0 for 2 on the power play, and Minnesota was 0 for 3 on the power play.
So that was Game 4, and the Toronto blew it, and now they're headed to what you would call
a Game 7.
A Game 7, pretty much. It's technically Game 5 in a best-of-5 series, but you can call it a quote-unquote Game 7 because that's what the Leafs do.
And again, the PWHL Toronto team is without Natalie Spooner for this one, and you can tell that they really miss Natalie Spooner because Natalie Spooner was a pretty big light in this Toronto PWHL team. They didn't get any scoring from Sarah Nurse, no production whatsoever from their top core players, and Natalie Spooner being without. Obviously, the PWHL Minnesota won this game.
First period,
no goals.
Then the second period, Denisa Krizova on Minnesota, second of the playoffs. Kelly Panic and Sophie Jacques picking up assists on the power play. That's 1-0 Minnesota. But then Toronto responds. Finally, Rebecca Leslie, Victoria Bach, and Callie Flanagan assisting. I'm sorry if I butchered those names. And it's tied 1-1 heading into the third.
Then we got Taylor Heiss. First goal of the playoffs for her. Lee Steckland and Kendall Coyne Schofield. And then Sophia Kunin getting the second goal for Minnesota. Abby Barine and Lee Steckland again getting another point.
The wound just gets deeper.
Then, unfortunately, they dig themselves in a deeper hole where they go down 4-1 with basically 20 seconds on the clock. Taylor Heiss putting it home for Minnesota, putting this game to bed. To second goal of the playoffs, Kendall Coyne Schofield and Sophia Jacques picking up the assists, making the score 4-1 Minnesota.
That the second goal for Minnesota was a power play goal, and the last two were both empty netters, just putting a nail in the coffin.
It sucks that we're here again recapping another first round exit by a Toronto team.
This time it's PWHL Toronto, not first round, but first playoff round, because there's only 2 conference and finals. Because
it was so good.
6 teams.
You were feeling so confident when it was 2-0 series, and we weren't able to put it to bed, and we weren't able to get that third win, and it's just heartbreaking. Just like it was
anyone's game in Game 4 with that double overtime. Could have headed to Toronto and could have been in the finals with Boston, and that would have been hilarious. Toronto-Boston, so don't even get me started.
And unfortunately,
31 shots on goal for Minnesota, 28 for Toronto, 2 for 3 on the power play for Minnesota, and 0 for 1 for Toronto. And
that's it for That's it for PWHL Toronto's season. And
now looking at what's currently been happening, Boston won 4-3 Game 1 against Minnesota in the final, and then Minnesota took and evened up the series 3-0 against Boston. Game 3 is going to happen tonight as of filming, Friday, May 24th, and Game 4 on Sunday, May 26th, and Game 5 Wednesday, May 29th, if needed. So that's that, and
well, we thank you so much for joining on this short journey of PWHL Toronto. we will be back next season recapping, just like we do the Leaf series. We will be recapping their season, and hopefully it's a better season, and hopefully Sarah Nurse and a lot of other players, Soupy, a lot of others, take us to the promised land.
So that's been it.
PWHL Toronto. Go Toronto, go.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification on. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.